Okay, right. We will start then. Let others to join in the middle of the session. Right. Good evening to all of you who have joined to today's session, Introduction to MEP course, Friday class for English medium students. Thank you very much for your interest for this program. Before we begin, I have a small request. I really appreciate if you can keep your microphones muted during the presentation to avoid any interruption to the others. Don't worry, you will be getting a Q&A session in case if you will be having any sort of clarifications that you need to discuss with me. However, if at any point you notice an issue with my audio or screen, you are feel free to let me know about that one. So let me introduce first myself. I have been working in the construction industry for last 22 years, covering both engineering and quantity surveying. Out of this, I have spent more than 12 years in the Middle East region, only on quantity surveying job duties. And I have observed that many professionals, especially QS professionals and even though engineering, in our industry are highly skilled, but the competency level in MEP discipline is quite limited. So just to give an example, how many MEP QS professionals today can confidently say that give me the necessary technical documents and I will prepare a complete and accurate MEP BOQ for you as per POMI standard. Unfortunately, this is still a challenge for many. So that is why I thought of conducting a course of this nature. I can provide you another few examples. Like very recently, we received tender returns for several projects in Middle East. Around 6 bidders participating. Unfortunately, only one bidder provided the MEP breakdown. So this highlights that there is still significant gap in the market for MEP quantity surveys who can competently prepare and price a BOQ. Right. If I another thing coming to my mind, during the post-tender evaluation, a bidder asked to provide a backup document to justify. We asked from him to provide just around 10 million dirhams of worth of additional MEP items he has claimed. So sadly, the QS team of that bidder could not demonstrate their claim properly. They struggled with preparing clear markups and measurement sheets. So this also showed the weakened their position significantly. Situation like this in the market highlights the need for a stronger technical and practical skill among QS professionals. So this course, of course, will be a paid program, but it has been designed with the primary intention to uplift your competency level of professionals in the industry. So my goal is to ensure that, could you please mute your mic? So at the end, you will be able to confidently prepare a standard, well-structured MEP BOQ in line with POMI. That is what I need to deliver to you. So in case if you will choose to continue with this course, right, you will be getting the know-how to understand all the MEP systems. We will be discussing in a while in detail. Read and interpret technical documents such as design reports, specifications, schedules, layouts, schematics, and single line diagrams. preparation of the measurement sheets and markup drawings, and finally develop a complete and accurate MEP BOQ as per POMI standard. So beyond this preparation of BOQ, I'll be further covering some sections like what are the major sections in BOQ and value engineering principles and some contract administration theories and practices, and also variation management. So for those who choose to continue, you will be with me for another next 3 to 4 months, right? So during this time, we will be covering wide range of technical aspects across all the MEP systems. We will be also discussing some design principles which may require for you to when we are not going to work as designers, of course. This is not engineering based program. This is mainly quantity surveying based program. But in some occasions, when you are preparing estimates, you will have to have some knowledge of some basic design principles. At least you should know how the MEP systems are being designed by the design engineers. So those kind of practices and all will be discussing, right? So some practical thumb rules I will be sharing with you. All the ins and outs of the standards, especially for me, will be discussing with you. I will be discussing. Even some gray areas in existing guidelines, right? Those things also will be discussing with you all, right? So therefore, with all these in the first introductory session, I think you should know about the speaker. Let me to go to the next slide. I'm Dinesh Lienage. I graduated in University of Peradeniya as an electrical engineer. Then I have completed my postgraduate diploma in building services engineering from the University of Moratuwa, Sri Lanka. And I'm a Master of Science in Quantity Surveying degree holder from Birmingham City University, UK. I have completed my Master of Business Administration in Project Management from Cardiff Metropolitan University from UK. And I am a diploma holder for arbitration from ICPL Arbitration Center, Sri Lanka. And I'm MRICS, Chartered Quantity Survey designated by RICS, as well as Chartered Building Service Engineer designated by IESL Sri Lanka. And in addition to that one, I'm certified cost engineer as well. I have experience in more than 22 years, 10 years locally as an engineer, project manager, senior design engineer, as well as a deputy technical director. In last 12 years in Middle East, I have experience as a quantity survey, senior quantity survey, lead QS, and contract administrator, as well as for last two companies, I'm working as a manager in QS. At present also, I'm working as a manager in QS in an international cost consultancy firm. So that's about myself. Let's then move forward with the presentation. So why MEP building service is important, right? Self-explanatory answer is here. Right? Sorry, can you please mute my mic? So this is a self-explanatory table, which I actually, the source is not known, but I received this one from one of my MSc presentation. You can see the percentage of MEP systems occupied to the entire building cost.
என்ன பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் இதுக்குள்ள பார்க்கிங் அடிக்கலாம்ல இன்னைக்கு ரோட்டில் என்னடா போலீஸ் வந்து இவ்வளவு பெரிய பார்க்கிங் நான் சும்மா நீக்கணும் அடிக்கல் இப்படி விட்டு வைக்க மாட்டாரு.
Can you remove him? Because he is not in the class, I think.
Okay. Anyway, right. I have muted him. Right. That is a normal practice. Even during our MSc course, we have experienced many occasions such. Anyway, right. So out of the entire building cost, approximately 30% of the cost is related to the building services. So that is why one of the important why we professionals in MEP having this much of opportunities in the market. So 30% of the overall cost are being captured under the MEP systems, right? So the other one, MEP QS professionals are very, we will find very lack of professionals for MEP specialized, right? So construction industry increasing, booming day by day, especially in the Middle East region. But to serve to the market, the MEP QS experts are not that much that in that rate, right? So there is a gap. And once you know the MEP systems, especially it will be very helpful for you. Maybe you are in civil background, but it will be very helpful for you to coordinate with teams and all, right? So that is another importance of why you need to get an idea about the MEP systems and
because on the super 4 stage, they want to give their baptism to the back model as well. That's now Yoda, Hardik Pandya, and now Akshay Patel.
Yes. Right. Then we will discuss about the course content. I'll be providing comprehensive understanding of POMI for MEP measurements, right? Then, there are some courses, in order to prepare a BOQ, there should be some more technical expertise, such as you will have to have knowledge of a software, how to take off from the drawings and all. So that also one of the area which we need to cover. So there is a software called PlanSwift. Already you may know. Here in this course, I am not going to cover the entire scope of PlanSwift, but I will be allocating one session to teach you PlanSwift. It will be good enough for you to do all the markup sheets and measurements, right? So that one I will be covering. And technical expertise across all the MEP systems. That means including electrical, all ELV systems related to building services, then HVAC systems and plumbing systems. And then drawing interpretation is skills related to all MEP services. That means you will have to have better understanding how you will read layout, how you will read and understand a single line diagram, schematic drawing, and then some other documents like design report, what sort of information we can pick from those documents, and how we will take that one into our cost exercises and the preparation of the BOQ. For to do those kind of things, you will have to have a better understanding about all the drawings or technical documents related to MEP system. So I will be covering all these. I'll be starting from a small scale project for you to understand. Then I will be going somewhere around like 20 stories plus building project, the technical documents for you to get a better understanding. Even it will be helpful for you to analyze and work on a complex project. And this course is mainly targeting to prepare a BOQ, but 1 or 2 sessions maximum. I'll be allocating for MEP cost planning and estimation. MEP cost planning, you may know, right? The theory you may know, but why we use cost planning? What is the purpose? How practically we prepare cost planning? Those kind of theories and practical aspects will be covering by me, right? And then variation management. You know, variations can be to a project can be in many ways, right? Uh, Simple thing, variation can be instructed by an engineer, by the engineer. I'm not talking about that one. The most complicated variation you will find is in the form of drawings, you will get a variation. So then what is the industry practice? How we will use software tools to identify that variation, how we will quantify it, how we will price it, and how we will present it to the client or the engineer. So all these formats, everything and the know-how completely I will be covering during this course. Okay, right. So for me, it's principle of measurement internationale, right? You know that. Just give a minute. It is 1979 by RICS. It's very old document, right? But it's still being used, it's still being practiced, especially in the Middle East region, especially for MEP systems related to building services. This is the most important document in the industry being used, right? Of course, we have NRM1 for cost planning, NRM2 for detailed BOQ, SESM, and some other method of measurements. But according to my personal experience also, many projects in, especially in the Middle East region, we are using POMI, right? It's old document, but it's still being used, right? So I'll be briefing, going through completely on POMI standard, not related to civil, but related to MEP. It is section P, section Q, and section R, right? So I will give you a bit example why we need POMI, right? Why we need the method of measurement to practice with our to prepare a BOQ. Okay, let me to share my whiteboard. Right. Can you see my whiteboard? Anybody?
Yes, we can see.
Okay, right. Thank you. Right. Okay. Right. We'll discuss quickly why we need POMI, right? Why we need the standard method of measurement. Okay. Right. Let me draw a small sketch of a pipe, right? So we have, say, for an example, we have 50 millimeter pipe. I'm not that much good for sketches, but bear with me, right? Where this is dia, say dia 50 mm. Okay. Now we have a bend over here, bend or elbow, I may say. So for an example, I have gate valve also over here, gate valve, GB, right? This is a pipe. Now, now the contractor is there, MEP maybe subcontractor is there, consultant is there, client is there. All of these parties having QSS as well. Fausan raised his hand, I think,
Yes,
by mistake.
I cannot. The display is not visible for me. Is it only for me or others also?
Yeah, we can see the whiteboard.
Maybe then I think my internet something. Oh, it's okay. Okay,
Yes.
you can continue, sir.
Right. Okay. Right. Thanks. Then, okay. Say we will put arbitrary some figures. Okay. This is 2 meter. This is maybe 1 meter or foot or whatever. Let me to change my color. Yes. This is 2. This is 1. This is maybe 3. This is again 2. This is maybe 4. Right.
Can you zoom in it or zoom out the way without seeing it? The sketch just zoom out now. It is
Yes. Oh, the thing is, I cannot. Anyway, it was disappeared. I don't know the reason why. Let me to. I will share with you again. Right. Can you see now?
Your display is visible, but in the display nothing is there. Only the dots is there.
Okay. Right. Let me to sketch it again. Now you can see, correct?
yes.
Okay. Right.
Yes.
So this is the gate valve. This is the bend. This is the pipe. Okay. Right. Now, we have many parties in the to the contract, right? This is as I told you earlier. This is maybe 50 mm dia pipe. Now, our question is to get the measurement of this pipe length. Simple one, right? So somebody will tell, okay, this pipe measurement from here all the way to here. Right? From here all the way to here. Right? Somebody may tell, no, it is from here to here. Another person will tell 50 mm dia pipe is a small pipe. Why we take gate valve and bend along the way? It should be this one plus this one and plus this one. Somebody again may say, no, it is through the center line. Another person may say, okay, along the center line, but gate valve should not be taken. Right? Will it be the same logic for 200 mm pipe as well? So we are having disputes. We are having many answers for one question. My question is, what is the pipe length? Right? So ultimately, we will be reaching with many answers. Many answers means consultant will tell one, contractor will state one, contractors MEP QS may be state another one. So we have a dispute. That is the main reason why we need standard method of measurements. POMI says very clearly how this pipe should be measured. Even though you measured, even though I measured, even though consultant measured, even though contractors, subcontractor for MEP measured, it will be same, right? So that is the importance of why we need method of measurements. I think you got an idea, right? Okay. Now, during the course, I will be comparing NRM 1 to SESM and POMI. But of course, my priority is to teach you well POMI for the MEP measurements, right? So again, I will share one more slide, how it looks like, right? This is POMI, right? So I'll be going through whole section P, section Q, and section R. Okay. You would be wondering, there are many systems. We have lifts, we have electrical, we have CCTV, we have MATV, BMS, we have plumbing also many systems, and HVAC, we have many systems. How under 3 sections it will be measured? Yes, it can be measured, right? So we will, I will teach you very clearly during the course how we will measure all these systems under these 3 sections. So my main part, core of this course will be that. Okay, all right. Then let's move again to the presentation slide. Okay. So in-depth knowledge of POMI for section P, Q, and R you will be getting, right? So POMI, again, common, structured, and internationally recognized document, method of measurement, standard. And it is the popular standard method of measurement in this part of the world, especially in the Middle East. It's very simple, no rocket science, nothing, but you will have to understand very clearly, line by line, and practice it, then you know POMI. In addition to that one, I will be covering all the MEP systems also, right? Okay, let's move forward. Plan suite, right? As I already told you, this is the tool where we will be using for the measurements. To measure drawings, to prepare markup drawings, And again in Excel, we will be preparing the measurement sheets for all MEP. All the templates, all the BOQ formats, everything will be provided, don't worry. The link for installation of the plan script also I will be providing for the people who will be joining with the course. Then I will be giving a guideline for you to install by yourself, because as I told you earlier, this course is not mainly focusing on to give you a comprehensive understanding of a software, right? Software, there are some courses I have seen on even online courses only focusing plan shift measurement. So I'm not going in that depth, but I'll be teaching you how to measure one drawing very clearly with the help of plan shift, right? That know-how I will be providing you, don't worry, right? So we will quickly shift to plan shift also, just to give you an brief idea, right? This is how plan shift looks like, right? Then
You're not audible. Excuse me, sir.
yeah, wait. Yes.
It's okay.
Right. This is plan shift software, right? Hope you can see it, right? And you can see the software, correct? Okay.
Yes, it's visible.
Right. Say for an example, very quick one. It's very simple software, very easy. Even you don't want prior knowledge of AutoCAD or anything. We are using PDF. It is very simple, very sophisticated software. So within one or maximum 2 sessions, I will be providing you a know-how how to measure in with plan shift MEP systems, right? Okay, let's quickly do, say for an example, we have light type 1, right? I will just keep on measuring this one. It's that much simple, right? And then say like type 2, say for an example, I'm just doing for the demonstration purpose only, right? And that's it. You have the legend here, right? Sorry for my spelling mistake. You have everything here. So linear measurements, count measurement, area measurement, everything can be taken with this software tool, right? So this is how the plan swift will work, right? Right. Let's move again to this slide. Right. Okay, let's move forward. Technical knowledge, electrical system, medium voltage distribution you will be covering, low voltage distribution, especially inside the buildings you will be covering, lightning protection system for thunderstorms and lightning, how a building can be protected, and what are the main components, items that we are measuring, everything will be covered. Earthing and bonding system, all the lighting, emergency lighting, facade lighting, front of house lighting, back of house lighting, the small power, entire scope for this electrical system will be covering. Okay. Right. Then extra voltage system, we have CCTV, we have access control system, we have public address and background music, We have satellite main television system, telecommunication system, and ICT and structured cabling system are there, right? So I'll be covering not most, all of these systems technical part for you to get a better understanding about the drawings, schematics, single line diagrams, everything, and you yourself will be able to interpret for the form of BOQ after having a better understanding. Okay, so all HVAC system, all type of air conditioning system, ventilation system, smoke trap system, staircase pressurization system, and all plumbing systems, cold water, hot water distribution, drainage and wastewater disposal, sanitary fittings and accessories, irrigation, all fire systems, fire detection, fire protection, fire suppression systems, and then finally a building management system as well as conveyor system. So all these systems, let me to share again my screen. This is what you will be going through the whole electrical system. See, from the generation point up to all the way up to the building, how it been generated, how it been transmitted, how it been stepped down with the transformer, and how it be taken to the building, and then what would be the distribution, what kind of components will be there until you get the current to a light or a small power socket. All the things A to Z I will be covering, right? But mainly most of these you don't want actually for the preparation of BOQ, but you should have to have a better, proper understanding about these systems. Then only you can analyze a complicated situation. You can analyze a complex question. You can, because as I told you, my effort is not only to give a know-how for you to prepare a BOQ, right? Preparation of BOQ, it will be very easy, right? But apart from that one, for last 22 years, what I have gathered, what I have experienced, so that knowledge, thumb rules, contract practices, commercial management concepts, variation management, value engineering, those all aspects I will be covering as much as possible during the course. So, for an example, this is the course structure. Like the presentation slides. Even I have added some slides which is not required for a QS, but just for knowledge, right? We'll be covering this all. Even for your general knowledge, it will be good if you can have a better understanding. All lights, lighting control systems, equipotential bonding, lighting protection system, how building will be protected, what are the, how really, what is the phenomena behind these things, right? So all these things we will be covering in detail for you to get a better understanding, even solar PV systems, testing and commissioning, value engineering in these things, electrical systems and all, right? So this is one of the example. Since we are running out of time, let us to quickly move to the slide again. Right. So those are the things, right? And then drawings and documents, right? It's not only the layout, right? We will be needing many more documents you will have to refer, right? You will have to have a better understanding about all the technical documents, especially MEP design report. What exactly design report says, what sort of information, in which stages you can use, because we are not talking about these documents only in detail design stage. There are many stages. Schematic, concept design, schematic design and detailed design. So as a QS, we will have to participate in all these stages, right? So what sort of documents we will be receiving? What are the meaning of these? What kind of information we will be receiving? So those all the ins and outs of these things we will be discussing. What kind of schedules, what kind of specifications, cut sheets, right? Because I'm not going to train you only for preparation of BOQ. You should challenge the designer also. Provide me these details. These are missing with your design submission, right? Prepare. You will have to prepare RFI by your own and send it to designer. So those are the management of RFI. You will get the set of drawings, you will have to review it, then you will have to understand yourself what are the gaps. So in order to do this whole process, you need to have a good, better technical understanding about all these documents and the systems. That's what my effort is, right? To deliver you how to get a comprehensive understanding technically and how to interpret these documents and how to manage this one in various stages of the project. Okay. So these are the some of the other things which we will be covering, right? And cost planning. As I told you, I'll be not going to, because you will be from various part of the world. The pricing strategies differs from India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Dubai, Saudi, Qatar, Oman, various countries, it's different, right? So I will not be covering to pricing part. I will be mainly covering the how to prepare a unpriced BOQ. That one I will completely cover. But one or two sessions of this course I will be allocating to brief you to prepare a cost plan as per NRM standard, NRM 1. Over there, we will be covering how to use thumb rules, how to prepare a cost plan, what is the real purpose of cost plan in various stages in concept design and the schematic design, what sort of informations will be used, practical approach of preparation of a cost plan. So that know-how I will provide you in detail during the course. Okay, right. So value engineering. So what is value engineering, right? Simply, value engineering is, we'll be discussing more details, but value engineering is without compromising the functionality, reliability, quality. If a system, MEP system can be optimized to reduce the cost and the time taken for the installation, that concept is called value engineering, right? So why we need value engineering? You may wondered why at QSS we need to go through these kind of concepts in value engineering. Oh, it's nonsense and it's no use, but it's related to the cost. We are going to reduce the cost. So in my opinion, as an engineer and as a quantity surveyor who has practiced in the industry, the quantity surveyor's role is much more important in value engineering than an engineer, right? He is the person who should know from where the project cost can be reduced in form of value engineering, right? So in your meetings with designers, your meetings with clients, because you are from many platforms. Maybe you are from a contractor, you are from a subcontractor, you are from engineers, consultants QS, you are from client QS. Whoever it is very important because we all are trying to reduce the project cost, right? Value engineering is very important for QS. So In order to propose a value engineering, you should know the system. You should know from which areas, from which sectors the cost can be reduced, right? So that is why it is very important for the quantity surveys as well, right? So in order to do this, I'll be going through the practical approaches, how a system, how you will have to look at the system in order to, with an eye to reduce the cost of that system. What are the provisions in electrical, in plumbing, in ELV, all these things, few standard things as well as beyond the, not standard, few practices, general practices as well as beyond that one, how you should analyze to provide a value engineering in your MEP systems. Though we will be covering that one. Okay. So variation management, again, very important, right? The construction is so complicated, dynamic industry. That's why we are being highly paid, as well as construction business is being highly paid. From the day one onward, why it is dynamic? If it is static situation, you and me, all of a major, most of us will be not getting these job opportunities. Why we are getting job opportunity? Why we are highly paid? The reason is it is dynamic, right? From the day one onward, we are expecting variations, right? So how to manage the variation? How to tackle with the variation? General idea how to administrate variations as per the FIDIC I will be providing. Identify a variation and valuation, practical example, right? Practical example in related to MEP systems, I will be going through with you. An application of Plan Swift, the small software which I demonstrated, how we will use that one to identify variations for the MEP works, right? And preparation of variation proposals. I will give you standard market, I mean, standard template. We will be using that template, and I will be sharing with you such a way that even with the complicated situation in your career life, if you will come across such to prepare a variation proposal, that one with the theory that you will be gaining, you can use that one to use for the same template. You can apply for your case to prepare a variation proposal and present it to your client or the employer or consultant or whoever, right? Another major part I will be covering, QA/QC, right? This is not just a matter of preparing a BOQ and just throw it, right? Maybe you will be working as a senior in a senior position where you need to review your subordinates' work, your colleagues' work. And even if you will do your work, and a self-review is much more important. Why? In order to minimize the errors. Because we are all are human beings. We will be referring drawings. We will be using Plan Swift. We will be preparing the measurement sheets. We will be then finally taking all these measurements to the BOQ, preparation of BOQ. Once it is prepared, you will be focused on that one only. So overall picture, anything in the system has been missed, any erroneous, any quantity, any items, component missed, how you will get to know? I have my own QA/QC procedure throughout my experience, which I have prepared. I'll be sharing with you, which says a checklist with all the items which you need to look by yourself or as a senior QS who will be reviewing your subordinates BOQ. So those kind of things and some bulk checks and some check how you will check with your benchmark, those kind of things I will be sharing with you, not in depth, but up to some extent with the availability of time. Okay. Right. This is also one of the typical question being I will be asking when I'm as a part of the interview panel to recruit quantity surveys for our companies. What are the sections of complete BOQ, right? It's not just most of the typical answers will be item description, unit of measurement, rate, quantity, amount. No, right? We have these sections, right? We have preamble, we have preliminaries, we have main works where you are going to measure your works, and provisional sums, day worksheets, rate breakdowns. So I'll be allocating one session or half 1 hour, somewhere around. I'll be giving you a standard template, what preliminaries should contain, what preamble section should contain, the main works, provisional sum, day work rates and rate breakdown. What are the importance is why day work rates are important, why rate breakdowns are important. So practical aspect of all these I'll be covering through the course. Okay. Right. So we are at the end. Be patient for another 5-10 minutes only. Classes will be started on each Friday, right? We'll be starting as scheduled on October 3rd, UAE time 7 p.m., KSA time 6 p.m. onward, Sri Lankan time 8:30. But again, I'm telling, I'll be having the same session in mix Sinhala and English medium for focusing for local students who are in Sri Lanka, right? And in unless otherwise you have a specific reason to you cannot participate for that one, you can join with this one, no problem. But this is mainly targeting the international students. Okay. Right. So once you have the interest and once you registered with the course, you will be added to WhatsApp group, right? All sessions will be having Q&A session, question and answer session. Don't worry. We'll be discussing all your issues, your experience, my experience, any questions related to the particular sessions we will be discussing. So we'll be having Q&A session. Of course, as I already told you, I'm also doing a job 5 days a week. I'm starting my job 6:30 and I'm until 6:30 I'm working, right? So uh, if you have any questions, you can raise those things during the class, or else you can share with the WhatsApp group. As soon as possible, I will attend for those and answer you, or else you can put them in the group. We will discuss in the during the course itself, such a way that it will be shared, the answer will be shared with others as well, right? So further queries, if you have, you can send it to course coordinator. I'll be sharing these details in the WhatsApp group as well, and to the other number I have provided over here. Okay. Right. The course materials, all presentation slides in PDF format will be provided to you. All measurement sheets, templates, everything will be provided to you in the form of Excel. BOQ templates for all MEP systems will be provided. So you don't worry to interpret supply and installation of blah, blah, blah things as per the drawings and specification and everything. You will be having all these things. So we will have to get to know what are the components, what are the equipments, what are the things to be picked and quantified and put it in as per the POMI standard. So all the templates I'll be providing for you. MEP checklists, as I already mentioned, those things for QA, QC procedures and all will be provided to you. Variation proposal template, as I told you, will be provided to you. Okay. Right, let's move forward. Assignment and certificate. Right. As I told you, I don't want to get some money from you and just throw you in the industry. Okay, it's your baby. I have done it, and either you do it or not. It's not my problem. Not like that, right? Probably you don't like for this one. There will be small assignment, right, at the end of the course. I need to keep certain standard. Don't worry. It will not be taking months, days, weeks because you are also working, right? It will be small, maybe a small building or maybe a single floor of a building. I will brief you what to do, how to do. That time you will be having a better understanding about all the MEP systems and everything. Just prepare a BOQ for me according to the POMI standard and submit, right? So those who will be submitting, I will be valuing it or marking it. Then I will grade in it and I will put that grade into your certificate, right? Those who cannot do, don't worry, but who have participated throughout the course, I can issue you a certificate and certificate of participation, right? And let me quickly again share how the certificate will looks like. Right. This is how your certificate will looks like, right? It will be a brief for what I have covered, and then classification, right? Classification, what you have taken for your assignment. So that is the certificate structure. And one more thing I need to mention you, this certificate will be a digital copy. If anybody interest on the certificate physical one, I can arrange, but with the nominal fee, because from country to country to courier and all, it will be a little bit expensive, right? If you need, you can request that one. We will be addressing. Right? So, ultimate goal of the course again, you will be if somebody will challenge you, I will give you all technical documents. Can you prepare a BOQ for me for MEP? Yes. Right. Give sufficient details. I will prepare a complete comprehensive BOQ for you for MEP system. If you can provide that answer after the course, that is my effort. And that is what my expectation you all to be obtained who will be joining with the course. Okay. Right. The thing you don't like about the fee structure, right? The English medium one, there are two options. Course fee is $300. You have two options. Option one is you can pay at once and you can get a discount of 10%, or else just you can go for this easy payment scheme where you will have to pay it in 4 installments, right? It's up to you. And if you are interested, you can pay. But what I got to know, when you are paying some, if you are doing bank transfer, it will be okay. But if you are transferring through exchange, some exchange may request performer invoice. So we can arrange that one. You just drop a WhatsApp message to one of these messages to course coordinator or this number. I will be sharing this one in the group. So once you express your interest, we will be adding to the group, and then we can issue even the what is it called, performer invoice for you to make the payment. Okay, right. I was talking to you maybe nearly more than an hour. Now it is your turn. You can on your mics back to on, and you can ask if any clarification, any further things are required to know. Anything about the course or any of your suggestions or whatever.
Just I have one question. Are you going to focus on oil and gas industries, since the main course is like it's focusing
Right.
on MEP works?
Yes, I will tell. Yes, I will provide you the answer. I will be mainly all the drawings and all the things which I will be using for my course will be built-in services. Okay. That's why I told you maybe high-rise built-in MEP system. Okay. But one session, it is good that you ask that question. One session, I will try my best according to the availability of timing to go through with you for a complete infrastructure project. Because in the industry, those who are expert in the MEP systems are MEP systems, wherever, whether it is for infra, whether it is for building, whether it is for the oil and gas, MEP systems are MEP systems, right? So once you know the know-how basics, you can apply the same for that industry. But infra is little bit different from the drawing perspectives and all. If you will be having some sort of little bit understanding about that one, then it will be added advantage for you to take. But answering to your question specifically for oil and gas, I will be not covering, but infra, yes. Any other questions?
Okay, thank you so much. And what about the certificate? Is it certified internationally, or is it locally
Yeah,
only?
I will answer you for that one also. See, this company is registered in Sri Lanka, right? I have prepared all the necessary supporting documents for obtaining the approval, and I have given a big try for that one. We have an institute in Sri Lanka called TVC, Tertiary Vocational Center, where these courses are being standardized and approved, accredited. Unfortunately, for the time being, they are providing the certification only for the hybrid system, hybrid courses. That means the physical classroom and all need to be there. For fully online classes, they are not going to give any accreditation. But still, my try, I have not ended it. I am keep on trying. But for this course, I don't believe that I'll be getting even local one. So, but one guarantee I can give rather than a paper, of course, just for you to, it will be as a what is called added certificate for you. Probably you can add for your CPD sessions as well, those who are willing to go for RICS and all. But international recognition and accreditation, no. For this course, This session, next course, I will not be having that one, but you will be having a certificate. Rather than limiting to the paper, but the knowledge and know how to deal with these systems and preparation of these BOQs and all, I will be providing, of course. Yeah. Any other questions?
What about that, the program that you have mentioned, Plan Swift? Are we going to have a soft copy of it?
Yes. Those who will be registered, I will give a link, right, for you to download and install by yourself, right? That software I will provide you. Yes, but I'm not just guiding for you to how to install and all. You will have to follow the guideline and install, because we have a very limited time. I'm focusing to finish the course by 3 months, but it will be most probably extended for another maximum 1 month or 4 months, right? Therefore, we will not be having leisure, fruitful time for doing all these things. So you will have to do some your part as well, where you need to install to your computer. You should get ready. But the software link, yes, will be provided.
I have
So
a
if you
question.
provide the link, they can install easily, sir. Because this is a small software, very quickly we can install. It's nothing any complicated. This software, because I already installed in my CPC.
Yeah, it's not a very heavy like AutoCAD or something like even Microsoft Office or something like. It's not heavy software. It's very light, very simple software. So you can, but the importance is amazing, right? The usage of it for our works are amazing. You will be referring covering that one with me, right? So the software installation, it will not be having very big issue for you to simply follow the guideline, and maybe in the YouTube also will be available, and you can install yourself. Wakas Khan has a question. Please raise your question, Wakas.
Sir, I already
Okay, I have a question. Since this FOMI document prepared on 1970s, is this course covered
discount
the
to
modern
20-25%, so that
Sorry.
all maximum people can enroll in this course, sir.
Okay, sorry, somebody was asking, but it was interrupted. Please raise the question again.
Yeah, since this FOMI
Sir,
document,
I
it is
already
19.
mentioned the question.
Since this
Okay, I
FOMI
think
document, it is created 1970s. Are the modern system measurement also covered by this course? Something like the building
right,
management system
right.
that.
Good. Yes, good question. Right, I will answer. See, as I told you, it is old document. We have one saying called old is gold. Right? The same is applicable for me also. I don't know why it is not. It is still being practiced in the industry, but many of the projects it is being practiced. That's why I have selected FOMI, and it says especially for MEP systems, it is having a very clear, good explanation to capture everything. It is easy, flexible, everything. But to answer your question, NRM2 is also much more sophisticated method of measurement now being practiced. But once you expert on one, say POMI, it will be very easy for you to understand about NRM2. If we will be having time, that's what I mentioned during the session. If we will be having, we will be going through not days, weeks, but we'll be going through NRM2 how to map for me from to NRM2. So that know-how I will provide, but I cannot cover NRM2. Again, it will be another course, right? We will be not having time. We will have, but believe me, once you understand the complete MEP systems, once you understand completely how to measure it in line with align with POMI, then it will be not a difficult task for you to interpret it to NRM2. I think I answered to your question.
Yeah, suppose
I
when
have
we have a project with the modern system like building management system, satellite, that those things also can be measured using the POMI standard?
Of course, why not? Of course, that's why I told. Electrical, you have one section, only section R, but these all systems can be measured under under section R.
Because
Very easy.
I have to add something, because actually people are worry about that for me, because NRM and POMI is totally that document is different, because it's NRM, we have the several columns, several
Yes.
measurement rules,
Yes.
everything. In the POMI,
Yes.
it's just only like the Word document.
Correct.
That's why
Correct.
people
But
are little fair about that one.
yes.
Because it's
Yes.
easy.
Actually,
POMI
in
is
the
easy. In the Middle East, mostly used in the POMI.
yes, correct. Yeah, that's why I told. Now, there are two standards, NRM2 and POMI. There are many other standards as well. SESAM also is there, right? SBD, sorry, yes, I think SLS 7 or something in which is you've been used in
SLS
Sri Lanka, right?
573. 573.
Yes.
SLS 573.
And CEDA also have their own measurement standards. So we have many standards. We cannot thorough on everything. But again, I'm telling, once you expert on one standard, we will be covering how to map it for NRM2. Then it will be very easy task for you to get an understanding of any other what is called standard method of measurements. You should completely having a better understanding of one system, how pipe work measurement can be done, how electrical system can be measured, how the cable is measured, what are the components, what are the equipments, what are the sections. Then it is just like you can interpret to any standard. See, in my personal experience also, I have covered SESAM, I have covered NRM2, I have worked with POMI all, but I have not participated for courses and get the expert knowledge of this. I expert on one standard, then during my job role, automatically I'm getting the know how to refer for the other standards. It's very easy, right? Because we cannot expert on all the things in the world, right? But we should know the systems, at least one standard of measurement, then it will be easy for you to map it to others, right? Okay, any other questions?
Yes, sir. One more question, sir. During the training, will you take the complicated drawing? Because mostly in the training, what they are doing, they are taking the simple drawing. So in the, for example, if a light
Right.
only for the one switch is there, one light is there in the room. That is.
No,
But in the practical
no.
in the market, it's nothing.
Right, no. That's why I told you. We will start because I don't know your knowledge levels, right? Maybe if 20 people will be participating, I don't know, you will be having various knowledge levels, right? So as a start, we will be using a simple one, but not like more simple like what you stated, right? One switch, one socket, one, not a small room. At least you should get the sufficient knowledge to understand 20-storied high-rise building at least. So probably I will not be measuring these things. So then don't expect me to measure with you all these, right? But I will go through you a complicated MEP system in form of a drawing and schematic drawings, right? So that you can understand even a complex high-rise building. That know-how, that knowledge you will be getting. I will be sharing, and I will be going through with you those. But again, don't expect me to measure with you complete such project. Okay, that cannot be done. Even then, we will have to extend our course to 6 months. Or maybe, but the knowledge, yes, as you told, I will be using simple room or something which is having 3-4 lights with 2-3 sockets and switches. You will not be getting anything. When you are going to the job, you will be getting 30-story building, complete drawing, set of drawing. You will be in trouble. You will definitely, you will blame me also. So that won't happen. I will be going through as much as possible some complicated systems as well. Otherwise, but I need your support also, huh? Right? To collaborate with me, to work with me. Okay. Right. Any other questions?
Hi, excuse me, sir.
Yes.
That MEP, most of the system need to be explained, I believe, in the 3D view, yeah?
Some of the, see, the thing is, I also was thinking now in the market, we have some softwares for 3D measurements like Revit and other things, right? Other softwares also. But here in this course, you will be not covering 3D measurements. All our measurements will be 2D, right? See, 3D measurement, actually, there will be no measurement. You will be picking the measurements from the model. Even to do that, you should know very clearly how the measurement to be done, right? That knowledge should be available. You will have to gain that knowledge first. One thing. Second thing, I was trying my best I have even license for Revit. I was trying to demonstrate it in the form of 3D drawings, but unfortunately, those are very heavy, and during the class, it will be not practical for you to explain with 3D drawings, but some isometric views and all for you to give a better understanding. That one I have added to the slide presentations slides itself. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, it seems that everything is fine with you. So then let's wind up our introductory session. Again, thank you very much for your kind participation, and hope we will meet soon. If you are interested to the course, just let's know the account details for the payment, and as well as the course coordinators detail for you to message and add to the WhatsApp group. Those everything will be shared in due course. Okay. Right. Thank you very much. And then good night.
If you are joined that recording, will you provide, sir?
Yes, I mean, I will be recording all the sessions. Those who I prefer, I prefer you all to participate for the live course, right? That is my preference, because I know that most of them you will be busy and maybe having some other alternative arrangements and all sometimes. So those who will be requesting to share the recording, yes, I will do.
In case of not able to attend live session, you can provide.
Yes, yes. On request, I will be providing, but I will not be sharing the recording. But on request, if genuine reason is there for somebody to not to attend to the class, physical class, then physical in the sense of online class, yes, I will be sharing. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you very much then.
for your time.
Thanks.
Thank you
Yeah.
Thank you for
very much.
your valuable time.
Right. Thanks. Thank you.